Alright. The fourth fucking time is this. Now, what I was going to say, as I was talking about, and I don't care, we're just going to, so it's there, is this. Like, I want to talk to my friends. We make this trip, talk to our own boy, I get some other people in this, where it's like we talk to each other about fucking finances, financial gains, losses, debt,
crypto. XR, bro, you need to check out XRP.
I have it.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
But everything, we need to. I hate this thing, and it's been with me, mainly through all my relationships. I think it's a woman thing more than it is a guy thing, because guys are different than women. And I'm sorry if that's like not LGBTQ or fucking, feministic or whatever the fuck that shit would be, but it's like every time I've dated a chick where it's like they've had problems, or I've talked to a chick that has problems, their first fucking thing is like, I am going to talk to nobody, I'm going to focus on myself, type sort of thing. And I don't understand that. Like, I get it to a certain degree, because it's like you don't want to fucking be around negative, bad people. So 100%, cut those motherfuckers out of your life. But like, we're humans. And humans equals humanity. A human is part of humanity. And humanity needs each other to fucking thrive and survive and strive towards a better goal. So, I'm kind of fed up with that whole culture of fuck fake friends, and we need to just be alone in our own shit, and we're gonna make it through by ourselves. And I'm like, what if, like, I had one person, and she was like, fucking, I don't take advice from anyone but myself. I don't need any advice besides what I feel in my heart. And I'm like,
who fucking died and made you queen?
Well, the thing is, what if you're stupid? What if you suck ass as a person?
Yeah.
And it's like, you think your advice is good. Which is like, yeah, we should listen to our gut feeling. I get that. But at the same time, it's like, I want to build up something with my friends and with the people that like I aspire to be, or that are going the right way. That's partly the thing of the podcast. It's all fun and fucking dick jokes and shit, but at the same time, it's like, we're fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I want to be able to build a fucking community of people that actually will talk about how to get ahead, or what they want to do to get ahead, or their fucking struggles too. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. It's like a fucking, I'm not religious, but it's like the people that are like, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual and I meditate. But it's like, are you around other motherfuckers that believe the same shit as you? No? Fucking good luck swimming on your own, motherfucker.
Yeah, right?
Because you cannot swim through the sea of life on your own. Sometimes you need to lay back in the water and let somebody else swim. It's like fucking geese. Geese do that fucking V towards, when they switch.
You know what motivates me? You know what motivates me to make a better life for myself? Being around people that are doing the same exact stuff, especially people that are, I may never get to that point, but I strive to be better, because I look at that and I'm like, okay, I may never get that far, but I am going to try my best to make the best life for myself. Especially, bro, I'm so happy I didn't get married at a young age, because of the fact I was living paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. And people that don't know the pain of that, like, and I'll be honest, it was my fault too, because I had spending habits.
And you're saying paycheck to paycheck. If anyone's watching this right now, those broke ass motherfuckers are definitely living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And why are you watching this? Go get a job. Yeah, exactly. I 100% understand.
Well, nowadays you can just,
oh, my back, oh, my knee, oh, my balls, I don't call them anymore.
Pretty much. And the big thing is also that when it comes to what you said was a good point of watching other people that are so far ahead of you.
Yeah.
But then people, it's the same thing with that whole I'll do it on my own shit. Mm-hmm. Is, well, I watch inspiring videos on YouTube and Instagram, and I put that in inspiring Instagram story on my page, and that shows that I'm doing so much
Motivating.
and motivating. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't fucking count. It doesn't count
Unless you're doing something about it or doing something similar to what that quote is saying. Like if you're saying, oh, make that money, do that grind, like grind hard every day, and you're sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah. And you can listen to I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling. You can listen to that song every day. It doesn't even bring a multitude of like getting that hustle, that talking face to face with motherfuckers that are actually doing their shit to get it together. That's why I'm almost annoying as fuck when it comes to people that are better than me. I'm like, hey man, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like trying to reach the fuck out, because you have to reach out. Like, granted, we're adults. We all have a fucking life, or busy. I get it, but like,
You gotta make time for people.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
But the thing is, like, but we're adults. We understand. There's times where, hey, dude, I'm going to sleep. Like, I can't hang out tonight. I'm really tired. And we plan to, but you understand because we work our asses off, dude. And there's days where I'm like, yo, let's hang out. And you're like, yeah, we're good. And then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna head over. And you're like, I'd rather go to bed. I'm not making a stink about it. Because I understand. You work your ass off. I work my ass off.
He comes up and he rapes me in the asshole whenever I say
oh, it's so fucking fun.
Yeah, it's fun. He doesn't spit or anything. He's a fucking savage.
We're all dogging it.
Fucking anyway, like
right up the ass.
Right up the arse. Got 2 bone fingers for your asshole instead of otherwise. But no, we gotta, like, people have to stick together, because when they don't stick together, they're by themselves and everything else. Then when hardship comes, they reach out to CNN and they're like, the TV told me to hate this comedian and to stay inside and wear 2 masks, and I'm gonna follow that and not talk to my family at all. And there's motherfuckers out there right now that are doing this, and it's so fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't get it. Like,
I don't get that.
I have this dude.
Like, what are we supposed to do? Put a plastic barrier here and be like, hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I have this dude that I seen during, like, working hours. Wears a mask and then another, like, the fucking, the stretchy bullshit over top of that, and comes to work, and while all of us are maskless, and like,
you ever see the guys that have like the mask on, the protective shield?
Yeah, that too, but
I'm like, what?
It's basically the same fucking thing, and I'm like looking at him, and I want to talk, I can't talk to him, because it's one of those things where it's like, you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But I want to grab that motherfucker and be like, look, dude, alright, first and foremost, before I make an asshole out of myself, do you live at home with parents that are like 65 and older, or like a grandmother or a grandfather? Because if so, I respect your choice.
But if you live
it's
by
a little
yourself,
far
like,
to me, but whatever. But it's like, if you're by yourself and you're doing this right now,
you're a fucking retard.
Yeah, you're like, even the fucking retards are taking off their mask. They're fucking retarded. Like, fucking, it's insanity. Like,
but at some point when things were bad, you walk into a grocery store and don't have a mask on. Oh, you're a horrible person.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But it doesn't matter. The mask thing is like, I've taken flights with babies and dogs. How are you going to put a mask over a dog? And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, that dog's breathing oxygen and returning CO2 through its lungs.
Yeah.
Now, everyone on that plane at one point ate. Yeah. So they took their mask off to eat. So they fucking blew whatever the fuck up into the fucking recycled air and shit. And that dog's fucking all of that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't you think that this is fucking bullshit? Because me and you have both painted and sanded. And wearing those masks that they tell us to wear, we've worn them painting and sanding. And the minute you go home, you're blowing out paint and sawdust and anything else. So it's like...
And another thing that cracks me up. I know people that are in the business. Nothing against you. But if the virus really is true, how does it make sense when you walk into an establishment you have to wear a mask, but then when you sit down, you don't?
Yeah.
Does it stay up here?
Yeah.
It just wait until this dude stands up.
5'6" is the
right.
is the only.
Does that mean I have to be like,
as long as
hey,
you're
what's up, dude?
as long as you're on your hands and knees, Joe Biden is riding you. You're safe. Just like
Yeah.
that with Joe
Hey.
Biden on your back.
Oh!
Yeah, exactly. Joe Biden on your back and what?
Well, see, we don't have to worry about it. We're too old for him, so.
Pretty much. Thank God for that. It's fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
Like,
And it's just like.
and like before, it's weird because like before the shit was funny.
Oh yeah.
With other, like we were in high school, like Obama, yo mama,
Yeah,
like, shit
exactly.
like that. Like fucking George W. Bush, I'm a cowboy. Like it was funny. Like, and we didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I mean, me and you both have like mutual friends. Where it's like kids are being scrutinized because their parents voted for somebody else that they didn't vote for.
Because
Something.
we're a horrible.
We're not gonna play with you anymore. Shit like that. I'm like, how did it get to that fucking point where it's like it's so
I don't understand it.
it's so polar opposite that it seems like it's out of a science fiction book.
Yeah. And it's just gonna get. I hate to say it, but it's just gonna get worse from here.
Or better. Like
Hopefully better. The way this new. I won't even get started. That's a whole other rabbit hole, but.
it is, but I really think that I did another piece, and it might be out before this one, we'll see. But like that other piece where it said stock the fuck up.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Because we were preaching stock the fuck up, and now the grocery stores don't have fucking food. So.
Exactly. Do you want one?
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think people just need to wake up. Like, really need to wake up. Because if they don't, dude, it's gonna be a slap in the face.
It's already a slap in the face to those that are awake. So what the fuck is going? Like the people on the opposite side of our spectrum are probably sitting down in their breakfast nook.
Yeah.
You know, their nice comfy chairs, the dildo already inserted,
Yeah. Vibrating
away, talking
Sitting there
about
going,
talking about how these Trump assholes need to wake up while they're wearing their skirts.
Hey, that's hateful.
Well, these Trump assholes need to wake the fuck up while they're wearing dresses and they got boners, you know, bigger than fucking the Cantonese mountain range or whatever.
Yeah, right?
But like, it's so fucking crazy that everything is so fucking polar and this weird. Like, if you time traveled here from 2016, that is
People would have a freaking
that's
heart
5 years ago, and you look here and you're like, wait, what the fuck is actually going? And I don't care.
Or
like,
even further back. Go back to like when we graduated, like 2008.
yeah,
Dude, you had guys like driving tractors to school. Like, not even just that, but like, you look at even the environment in school.
yeah.
Like, dude,
we graduated 2010, 29.
I graduated in 2008. It was just,
2008.
it's a whole different environment.
Yeah, well, let's say 2010 to be in perspective, and like, I'm not gonna put it from our point of view. I'm gonna say, what if you are like a super liberal anarchist from 2010? And I
You
got
mean like
friends
a
of
Ken
them.
or a Karen?
Like, I don't know, like something like that. But like, even they would have to take a little step back and
Maybe
be
like,
whoa, wait, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, cause back when we were growing up, we had our fucking jocks and our fucking, you know, nerds, jocks, and like skids and all that bullshit. But like, we still all kind of got each other, and like,
and like you had a time where like, yeah, some people got picked up, but there was always that one motherfucker that was just like, hey, knock it the fuck off. Like, we stood up for what was right in a way. Like, dude, I wasn't a jock. I was more into like track and stuff like that. But dude, if I saw someone getting picked on, be a decent fucking person. Like, nowadays it's just like, I'm gonna videotape this guy getting his ass beat.
oh yeah.
what?
That shit, like, everyone was so upset.
It's all about social media now.
Oh,
they're like, instead of helping him out, they're like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
2 days later, he's in the hospital, vegetable, with IVs and stuff, and then they want to be like, oh, this is so terrible,
yeah.
and I'm like, you're the one that posted the video of watching them get their face stomped in, and thought that was entertaining.
It's pretty much. You know what it is? It's the mumble rap fans.
Yeah.
Is what it is. They like to watch people get.
Dude, and we used to. Yeah, it is true. And we used to, bro. And it's true. Our parents used to have to drag us inside because we were always doing something. Dude, when I lived in Virginia, building forts, tree houses, stuff like that.
Fucking cousins.
Like,
Virginia.
oh, hell yeah! Anybody's gonna fuck my cousins, it's gonna be me! And it's like, no, but nowadays you gotta drag people outside. When it's fucking beautiful. I can understand, like, on a rainy day, and you know what? No, there was times where it was a nice day, I was sitting behind the TV playing video, but it was like, it wasn't an everyday kind of thing.
The video games aren't better, though.
No.
They're way better. Oh, really? Are you playing the video games now? N64 compared to now?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you gotta say, like, Smash Bros, 007, like, that was fun, but, like, dude, you got games now that, like, dude, you could play one game for months. You got the Uncharted games. You
Grand
got
Theft Auto 5
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 5 went through 3 PS3,
and you got
PS4,
updates.
PS5. Yeah.
You get updates where you get new stuff. Like, dude, and bro, I literally might just buy a game console for the new Battlefield game.
Oh yeah.
I might be horrible at it, but like, dude,
guess on the Twitch, the Battlefield's coming. We're coming to the battlefield. We're coming to the battlefield. Happy Veterans Day.
Right?
R.I.P.
No, you're good. And it's just like, I don't know. It's, people just need to be good to other people now. Instead of being like shit people, we need to stick together and actually do something with our lives. Like, and not just us, but we need to help other people progress in their lives. Because it's like, oh no, I'm gonna focus on me and only me. No, bring motherfuckers along with you. If you're a true friend, bring them with you. Build an empire with them. Instead of by yourself. That's when you become lonely. A lot of rich dudes, lonely. Like, I was trying to say, like, if you're trying to build it up, bring your friends with you. Build a fucking empire with them.
I'm happy we're back on the content.
And it's like, so many people are like, oh, dude, if I was rich, I'd be like, no, the fuck you won't, because there's some rich motherfuckers. I guarantee you, Jeff Bezos goes to bed at night. Yeah, you might be like, haha, look how much money I have. I guarantee he's lonely as fuck.
It's kind of hard to be lonely when there's 20 supermodels in his bed, probably.
But still, like, money doesn't buy you true happiness. True happiness?
Fuck you. I've never seen somebody unhappy on a jet ski. Alright, we'll go.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean, brother.
Like, obviously, yeah, it's nice to have money, but, like, it's even better when you're building a good life for yourself and you bring your friends along.
Yeah, why don't you bring your family or your people?
Like,
Noah's Ark, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, you bring people with you instead of all by yourself, because then it's like, alright, you got this money, you got this nice house, who are you going to celebrate with if you if you're like, I don't need them, I got my money, okay, but guess what, when you want to hang out, they're like, nah, I'm good, like.
And when you see those people that are like, I'm going to do it by myself, like, you see, like, you start to realize, you, like, see their fucking shit, like, because it's all online. Instant gratification, a book of my face.
Yeah, it's all self-gratification.
And, like, once you get to a certain point, you see it's like, oh, like, they're sad. Like, they're like, I'm going to be doing my own thing and becoming better.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. Because if that works for you, cool. But at the same time, I see them posting, like, you know, all the fucking time, this other shit. And it's like, because I know. Because if you see my fucking Instagram or Facebook or whatever, the social media presence, posting a lot of positive shit, I am depressed than a motherfucker. If I'm happy, you ain't gonna see my ass on fucking line.
Yeah.
If you're really happy, you're not online. If you fucking are sad or depressed, you're online. Even if you're posting fucking 10,000 goal cast videos a day, you're still fucking sad as shit then.
And that's how it was for me. Like, you want to know the times I enjoyed the most with my friends? Was when the phone was down, didn't take any pictures. It was all up here and in here.
Oh, yeah.
And you can talk about that stuff. Like, yeah, you can, dude. And it was just like you said. I've gone places that were freaking awesome, taking pictures, but it was by myself. And it's like, oh yeah, that's cool and all, but what memories are you building?
But why do you take pictures when you're by yourself?
Exactly, because it's like
why do you take pictures when you're by yourself? Because you wish
other
you had
people
company with you. That's why you take pictures. Like if you fucking like,
and
if you go on a hike, you're taking all these beautiful pictures and shit. It's like, or a big one is the fucking Snapchat motherfuckers. They're like, they'll be in their car and they find music that they really like that brings them to a happy place, and then they're driving in their car, Snapchatting the fucking music and singing along to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, oh,
if anything, have friends along to do that.
that's why they're doing it. They're doing it because they feel alone as fuck. Even though they're happy, they're still alone as shit. So they fucking post that shit up to be like, this is my happiness. Like, come feel my happiness. Like,
Yeah.
do you see this beautiful view? I took a hike and I saw this view and it's so beautiful. And it's so beautiful, but I wish I had other people there, but I don't. So I have to put it on social media. And if I get likes, it's like they're there, but they're not really there. They're not really filling that fucking void. So when you say, I'm going to be by myself and I'm going to do everything by
really
myself,
I'm gonna
you're
say it, but
fucking yourself in the ass.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, now I'll take pictures, but it's always with like hanging out with friends. And it's because it's true happiness. Like, I'm not going to post some shit like, oh, I had a bonfire by myself. Fuck no. I'm going to only take pictures.
You did that once, motherfucker.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't anymore.
Once.
I don't do that anymore.
I know.
But that's the thing. Like, I used to do it. I'm humble enough to say, like, I did do that.
Appreciate you for that.
But then I realized, I'm like, I really am doing this because I'm alone.
Yeah.
But then I do it to build memories now.
Yeah.
Like, when we go to the beach and see people.
When we're building those fires.
Yeah, we're building memories, like
when me and our boy were fucking making that fire pit and shit. Do we have our phones out when we were making the fire, trying to get lights up and shit? Did we fucking have? No, we were fucking in the fucking moment.
And then when we were hanging out, yeah, we took like a few little
some videos look as drunk as shit.
Yeah, like
that,
you know, like,
morning.
hey, how you doing?
Exactly.
Like, push through a fucking wall.
Exactly.
Like memories, man. Like even just pictures at the beach with good people. Like you can look back on that and instead of being like, wow, I was alone. There, it's like that's true friendship.
And that drama thing, that whole, I swear to God, if I post this again and tell me so I can shoot myself in the fucking head, is this. The fake friends.
Yeah.
Because I see it all the fucking time, and fuck you motherfuckers, because you do it too, is the fake friends, fake relationship, drama. And I'm like, me and you had our biggest fucking drama, fucking WWE style, Vince McMahon, I was chance in hell, fucking strutting up, no fucking chance in hell, like shit, like the biggest fucking drama ever, and
it ended with me laughing.
Instead of both of us getting fucking butthurt and being like, Instagram,
dude, the next day we hung out and laughed about it.
Exactly. We fucking, instead of being like, hey, he's a fake friend, he's such a cunt, we were like, dude, you're a fucking cunt. Right. You were a fucking cunt too. Like, you were a cunt as well. We're a bunch of fucking cunts. And like, that's kind of funny.
And you're like, and the best is like when, and I love how you called me out. You were like, dude, do you really think you were a fucking tough guy doing that? Fucking strutting your shit, yelling at me, and then you're like, oh no, I ain't fucking done with you yet. Yeah. And I didn't even admit it. Like, dude, I was upset in the moment, but when I look back at it, I'm like, why the fuck did I even get mad? Like,
dude, I don't think
it wasn't my fucking thing.
I don't think people know how to be friends anymore.
Exactly.
I truly
like,
think
I can look you in the face and say I was frustrated, but I could never get like mad, because here's the thing: you would never do anything, I would never do anything to get you to that point, because that's what friends do. They don't do that shit.
Yeah, and the thing
Like,
is,
we have our moments where we're like, alright, fuck you, man, fuck you. No, fuck you, you're a bitch. No, fuck you, go fuck yourself in the asshole, bitch. Like, alright, maybe I will. I'll bend it over and put it in my own dick.
I will fuck myself in the asshole. At least
Yeah.
I feel some pleasure amongst this bullshit friendship. But I literally don't. I feel like this social media thing, like we don't know how to be friends with each other anymore. And like, this is what I'm gonna say is gonna like possibly hurt people's feelings that are my
Sometimes
friends.
you need to say that kind of stuff.
Well, it's my own feeling because I'm fucked up. Like, really, it's gonna hurt people's feelings that are my friends, but I want to say this because it's like an emotional, fucked up standpoint for me. Because when I say people don't know how to make friends, I also mean I don't know how to make friends either.
Yeah.
Because I meet people in the past, I'd say the past, since high school.
Yeah.
Like, because in high school you have your best friends and your friends because you're intermixed with each other. So you have to have a best friend, or like this and the other. And it's like, now, I have people that are like, you're my best friend. Like, I've had several instances where I talk to people and they're like, yo, hang out, I really like you, or like, you're an awesome dude, or hey, like, man, you're my best friend. And they're like, I'm so fucked up, like, fucking adoption and everything fuck else, or it's like, people were like, you're my best friend. And I'm like, it like, weirds me out to a certain, like, I don't know how to fucking take it.
Yeah.
Put it that way. It's not like I'm like, you're my best friend. I'm like, ew, fuck you, bitch. It's not like that at all.
Like this now.
It's not like that at all. It's like, I appreciate it, but it's like, I don't know how to be I don't understand why you have a best friend anymore now.
Yeah.
And like,
just have friends. And
yeah, the thing is, it's like, I just don't I don't get the whole you're my best friend thing. And I know people have said that to me, not to toot my own horn, because why the fuck would you want to be friends with me? But like, people have been like, you're my best friend. And I'm like, I don't understand how to react to it.
Yeah.
Because it's so foreign to me. It's probably because I have so much like pent up hurt and backstabbing and this shit.
No, but it's fine because I can actually say I don't have a best friend. I have like in high school, like I had so many friends. You want to know how many of those friends I still talk to? Like, yeah, I'll see them, but I don't hang out with them like I hang out with you. And
the only reason,
and we have a small group, but it's because.
And let's be real. The
like,
only reason you hang out with me, and not to fucking shit on your parade, but the only reason you hang out with me so much is because we are in a clique of where we live. Our community that we have, that's why me, you, and some other people are so close, is because we are.
Dude, but we also used to, like, years ago, we used to hang out all the time.
This is true. I think there's a thing with like, somebody's
you reconnect.
Somebody's your good friend if they've been there for like what, 15 years or something like that.
And it's like,
years.
yes, we didn't talk. There was a point where we didn't talk, but you know and I know. If it ever came down to it and you called me and was like, dude, like,
I would have told you to go fuck yourself.
But if it ever came back to it, like, we would have been like, alright, when and where? Like, and that's the thing, like, yeah, we had our point where, dude, we didn't talk for how long? Like, I seen you at Turkey Hill, and you're like, holy shit, like, you're all tatted up, like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, holy shit, like, and that's where I think it started, because I saw you, and then not that long after that, I moved right down the street from you. And it's just crazy how life works, because, like, you were my best friend, but...
Yeah, it's like,
but like you're a good friend of mine.
And I don't mean to criticize people that say you're my best friend.
No,
it's
but
just
like
for
you're
me,
like
I'm so damaged that I can't accept it. When somebody's like, "You're my best friend," I'm like,
it's hard to process.
What? I'm your best friend? What the fuck is wrong with you that I'm your best friend?
Exactly.
Type sort of thing. So it's like I'm not hating on people that say that. The whole other spiel of people that are like, I'm gonna do this by myself. Like, I've had good people that I actually genuinely like be like, I am going to do all this shit by myself.
Yeah.
And like, I do honestly hope the best. Like, that if you have to go through, like, because there are things I believe you have to go through on your own.
Yeah.
But it's just, we're all, like, when you step back, we're all fucking connected. And I think that's why we're in such turmoil right now. Because, like, 50% of us are, like, don't want anything to do with the other 50%. And I'm like, that's not how it should be. That's how a fucking asshole motherfucker can take over.
Yeah.
Because we're so fucked in the head.
Yeah.
Because they're not connected. It's like, just, like a mile down this way or that way or any direction of us, there's other people.
Yeah.
And they believe either this side of the 50% spectrum or that side of the 50% spectrum. And they believe the other 50%, they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, you really want to get old school? Alright, look, like, and this is, alright, and I'm not going to go on this for too long, but I'll make it short and sweet and you'll get the point.
Yeah.
So, nowadays, either if you're a Republican, you're a horrible person, or you're a Democrat, you're a horrible person. Back then, it wasn't even about that.
No.
Dude, the Democrats and Republicans used to work together and actually get along. The only difference was, like, maybe some minuscule stuff. And yeah, they had their different beliefs, but it wasn't like they were going, fuck you, you're a horrible person, you believe in a murder. Like, no.
Yeah.
It was like, they set the bullshit aside because they knew in order to really keep this country going, they had to work together. And yes, alright, obviously there were certain points in time where one party was like, alright, this isn't cool, but it already happened, you gotta get over it. We're gonna do our job and we're gonna work with them, even though we might not agree. Our job is to make sure this runs smoothly.
Exactly.
Nowadays, it's like, oh no, we're going to be over here, and you're going to be way the fuck over here, and there is no in between.
Yeah.
You even get close, you're a horrible person.
It's ridiculous.
Or it's like, oh, fuck that. You can either go over there or you can go over here. Fuck that.
It's on either side.
Yeah,
on either side of the spectrum.
It sucks.
Because it's like, you could be freaking, because I know people that are like liberal, an LGBT community, and they have a gun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good for you. I'm very glad you have a gun. And then there's other people that are super Republican, super believe the Bible, and they're like, hey, if you get raped, it's okay to kill that baby. You know, it's like, I agree. Like no matter your reasons. It's like, all
exactly.
right. Like,
and it's just, or and then there's that whole other spectrum where it's like, dude, I've been raised around guns, like, it doesn't make, like, I used to hunt. Like, I always had guns. And nowadays, some people think if you got a gun, you're a monster. No.
if I have a gun, I'm a monster.
But, like, but here's the thing. Alright, so, what happens if I'm a monster because I have a gun, but then someone breaks into my house? What am I supposed to do? Just be like, oh yeah, dude, take my stuff. Oh, you want to beat me up and take my wallet? Yeah, dude.
My sister's there. You
want to do this too? Okay,
yeah,
here, let me grab my ankles. Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm not going to be able to shit for a week, but that's okay.
Exactly.
Like, it's here, like, you need to take a piss right in here. Exactly. Oh, yeah, like, loosen me up, man. I'll even call you daddy if you really want me to. But, like, nowadays, it's like, I don't get it. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, we're human beings. No one's better than the other person.
Yeah, and the big thing is, I was taking a shit, a little bit too much TMI, and I was thinking about this other big thing, which is like, when it comes to, that I was at my job, I was taking a shit in a porter job, which most of you motherfuckers don't know the pain and the struggles. And I was thinking that I feel like other countries that are so much ahead of us, they put their kids, like you're in high school and stuff, they're like, you're going to join the military, or you're going to join the workforce, like right the fuck away.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, I mean, I kind of jumped into it anyway, but it's like, if you're 18 and you finally finish high school, and it's like, cool, now you have a couple of choices. You have to, like, if they put kids immediately into blue collar, immediately from like 16, you learn some shit about, you pick out what you learn from 16 to 18 of what you find interesting.
You can be just as successful as anyone else.
But you do blue collar till you're 30. You do blue collar. And after that, it's like, whatever blue collar thing you decide to do, even if you switch it up, it starts to be a blue collar type sort of thing. And after 30, it's like, or the military, one or two. And it's like after that, it's like if they lowered the restrictions of the red tape on owning your own business and everything like that, after you're 30, you can. The government even helps you and
start your
own business and everything else. Then, oh my God, all of a sudden there's industry and things are building and people have respect for one another and their jobs and everything else. And all of a sudden, America becomes America again. You know, or other countries become.
Because let's be honest,
first
America
world.
is not America anymore.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, that was fucking 20 years ago, probably.
Exactly.
But, like, you know, it's just like, if they did that and, like, instilled that, like, I mean, it sounds communistic. Kind of. It is kind of communistic.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, but there's like a bunch of fucking choices.
There's fine lines in
in
between.
there.
Right?
You know,
it's not like these thin little nibble lines. There's fine fucking lines that are very easy to see.
I mean, I might make it really communistic and say that, like, you just fix your kids when they're born, and at like 21, when they can drink, is like, now you have to take a test. Are babies dishwasher proof? And shit like that.
Like,
what is your 401k? Okay, we can untie them tubes.
Yeah.
Like, type sort of thing.
And it's here's the thing that I've learned. Like, I have respect for people that are in different fields that you went to school for. Cool. But here's the thing. It's sad to see this, but the blue collar industry is underrated. Because here's the thing. I know people that have trade jobs that are more financially stable than people that are in the medical field or doing other stuff. Like, all right, obviously, yeah, you get good for you.
I mean,
I know some people that
the
are
medical field is only. I can't even say this because if I get shot or something, they're not going to stitch me up.
Yeah.
But the medical field is really only for helping people for your full-time job and OnlyFans on the side. And I know after I said that no one's gonna stitch me up and I'll get fucked up in the hospital and they're gonna kill
me.
me.
And they might put you to sleep.
They're gonna put me to sleep after that. OnlyFans, motherfucker. Like, you know.
I didn't give you my OnlyFans for that reason.
Exactly.
Like,
fucking cyanide, asshole. I get it. Richard Mass he got a cold, went to the doctor, and he died the next day. I got it.
But here's the thing. I am actually happy that I learned a trade job in blue collar, because here's the thing. I went into that right out of high school. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I know people that they make bank, but they don't see it because they're making less than I am.
It's like
even though they're making more hourly or salary, all of it's going to paying off school.
Their take-home pay is like McDonald's right now.
Yeah.
You know?
And for me, I'm like, okay, I had to work my butt off to get to where I'm at, but guess what? Now, it's like, life is good. It's never perfect, but guess what? I learned my trade, and I love it. Like, obviously, all right, some people don't like getting their hands dirty at a job.
There's jobs you don't have to get your hands dirty that are like part of the trade. Like, when I went to Phoenix, and I was looking for jobs after I graduated my rehab, and you're like, you went through rehab? Well, I guess I went through rehab, and obviously it doesn't work because you go through rehab and you end up making shitty ass fucking videos in your shop, so rehab apparently doesn't work.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, you know, I went through rehab and I found a job, literally walked into I won't say the company's name, but I went into a glasses store. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get a job here. But sat down, talked to the guy. I was like, all right, here's the thing. But the rehab, blah, blah, blah. Just looking for a job. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be a receptionist or some shit. And, like, I'm in the back. Literally, those fucking frames and shit. Scanning those frames. The fucking eyeglasses that come in. Cutting that shit out. Like, which I thought you had to go through, like, at least 4 years of schooling to do this shit. And he's like, here you go, I'll teach you. Fucking bang, bang, Basel. I made eyeglasses in 2011, I used to make fucking eyeglasses for you blind motherfuckers. And I'm blind too, I just got fucking contacts in. But, you know, it's like, it's crazy how life gives so many opportunities. And it's like, I'm fucking, like,
It is, because there's a lot of jobs where you would look at it and say, wow, yeah, like you need to get a degree. Like my one guy, like obviously you might not need a degree for this, but like, so I did a rubber job. Yes, rubber.
Very
Condoms.
Good. Super hands-on.
Yeah, super hands-on. A lot of friction.
Good Lord.
But it was a watch shop. And like I got to see these guys like, dude, like little freaking glass thing right here and just sitting there and just all day.
Dude, if you're autistic, that's like the best job.
And I'm like, no, but dude, like
that's
these
like
guys,
the best job, dude.
Oh, but these guys were like,
they're into their craft.
Tell you, and the thing is,
hold on. I don't mean that all watchmakers are autistic.
No.
I apologize. I was on incredible amounts of drugs when I was doing this. I'm sorry.
But here's the thing, like, I asked him, I was like, how do you know? And like, dude, he was excited to talk about it. And it's like people nowadays, it sucks, but like people literally take jobs just to make money. I have the job that I have to, dude. I love what I do.
I have the job I have just to make money.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Like, you gotta have at least some kind of passion for it.
I just have a skill. I don't have.
Yeah, exactly. You got a skill, but you worked for that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, this guy's telling me, like, oh, this goes with this, and I'm just like I wasn't into it, but the fact that like he was like so persistent with it and was passionate about like, and I'm not saying you have to have a passion all the time, but like stick with a trade or do something. Like I know guys that are way more well off that stuck with a trade than going to college. I didn't have to go to college for the jobs that I've had. I had some pretty freaking good jobs.
I'd say that one of the best memes I've ever seen was, this is Dave. He went to 4 years of college for electrical engineering, and he has $250,000 worth of debt. He just started out in a new truck that he also owes debt on. It's like a fucking Nissan. It's not even a truck type sort of thing.
Oh, I see.
And then this is Brian. Brian graduated school and went to the pipeline, and he's got himself a big dually Cummins and his own RV.
And it's paid off.
That's paid off, doesn't have any debt the same years, and he's got enough money to buy a house, but he's continuing to make the money till he can retire at 45 type sort of thing. Where it's like, all right, there's some truth to that. The teachers won't tell you that. Yeah. Because the teachers,
they want you to go to college, and then it's like the system's making money.
Exactly.
Tradespeople, they don't make money off of you because of the fact that you do it on your own.
And I'll tell you what, for those people that are thinking about doing trades, you can still be an adult and go to a trade school. Because I remember my trade school, half the class is adults, which is great. Because those adults, I had this one dude, I won't say his name, but it was a thing from heaven was his name. And basically he taught me, like, he taught all of us guys everything about sex. Which is like, fucking, you just gotta calm down, you know, you get your heart rate with the woman, you switch the positions, and I became a demigod, but none of you bitches will give me the fucking chance! Fuck you! But like, so it's like, just the thing of like,
and now we're the OGs.
We're the OGs, but you can still be an OG. If you're an OG watching this, I know your life gone down the tube if you're watching this right now.
Pretty much.
But you can still go to a trade school. You can still get that education.
And it's okay. Just instead of using lube, just raw dog it and use some tissues.
Pretty much. What is OG, raw dog and tissues and going to school?
Yep.
That's a real long name for this podcast, but we'll try and fit her in. Like,
you'll fit it in.
Some hashtags for sure. But
man, we just gotta stay focused on being good people. And honestly, like, you want to know what my problem was? Like, and this is another thing that makes people unhappy. Too many people are focused on pleasing everybody. I'll be honest, I did, and still there's times where like I catch myself though. But then, dude, you've known me for a while, and I was a people pleaser. Like, I would do, and you would call me out, and that's being a good friend. You're like, dude, I know you don't like fucking doing this shit. Why the fuck are you doing it?
And you call me out too, man.
Yeah. And it's like, why would you do that? And you're like, oh, well, they need help. All right, let them fucking learn on their own. And like, I respect you for that and you know that I'll call you out. Because there's times where I'm like, oh yeah, no agitation, but then I'm like,
fuck, why am I doing this? Like, I could be doing something to help myself.
Exactly.
And it's not even a selfish thing. It's, you're trying to move, like, you can't move forward when you're going like this, and then people are here, and they not need your help in a good way, but they drag you back.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta make up for all that when you could be, instead of being here, you could be here instead of back here
Yeah,
again.
exactly. If I knew that when I was
Oh my goodness.
10 years ago, if I knew that, shit, we'd be doing this podcast in a fucking mansion, fucking Arizona.
Mansion, you're talking about a building, like a skyscraper.
Yeah.
You'd have a studio, you could live in that building.
Right.
Like, but you know what? It makes us who we are. Like, we learn from it.
Ain't that the truth?
And the thing is, now, I don't care if I get called an asshole, because here, guess what? I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here for my friends and for the people that'll actually give a shit about me. And that's the way it is.
Yeah.
You don't want to give me the time of day. Okay, why do I need to give you the time of day then?
Exactly. So we're here for our friends and for the people that actually
Give a shit.
give a shit, want to make a difference, and
And set
honestly,
aside the fact that, like, dude, I have friends, close friends, that are Democrat. But guess what? They don't look at me any differently.
mhm.
I have friends that are gay. I don't treat them differently, they don't treat me differently. I just make sure that nothing goes up my ass.
Exactly. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here for people that want to make a change. I guess that's kind of the only reason I started this shit. And there'll be better shit that will have a better microphone and a
Yeah.
better visual, but fucking cropping all that bullshit out and actually making a podcast that you assholes want takes fucking time. And my internet's down right now. So
you
you're
can't
gonna
please everyone.
I can't please all you faggots and this.
Oh, you said flag.
Oh god, alright, well fuck.
Oh, now you gotta edit that out, because that's discriminatory.
Well, we're not gonna edit that out, because you know what?
You just lit a rainbow flag on fire.
We all suck dick, and the dick is called life.
And you know what's fucked up? People can burn the American flag, but you burn the rainbow flag? You're a horrible person.
Alright, join us next time when we burn all the colors, including black, white, tan, and yellow.
And orange for all the Guidos.
Good lord. Fuck, alright, well, if you're wondering why we got canceled, this was the video before I actually put a decent podcast out. Because, God, I have a 5-minute and 40-second podcast I can't even get out. So, I gotta do it from my phone. And if you couldn't hear us, I'm fucking sorry. I'm working the best I can. Get the fuck off my dick and live with it, you motherfuckers.